continue our tour of Toronto by day. We'll start at Union Station. For over 100 years, Canadian cities have been connected by rail, with each city boasting of its station. Union Station is a colossal multi-leveled structure done in Greco-Roman style. The station provides train travel to Montreal, Ottawa, Niagara Falls, and other Canadian cities. 5 days a week, it's a madhouse full of office workers coming to work in the city from the suburbs. But today is Saturday morning, so it's almost empty. Winters are tough in Ontario, so Toronto has provided not only an underground city, but also a skywalk above the city. This means that people can get around town without having to go outdoors at all. I'm outside Toronto's Convention Centre now. There are more than 4 million square feet of meeting and convention space in the city. And when a new building is constructed, 1% of the budget must be spent on artwork, thus these charming woodpeckers. Toronto has a different stadium for almost every sport. This is the Air Canada Centre, home of the Raptors basketball team. As with most Canadian cities, Toronto has its tall tower, the CN Tower, CN standing for Canadian National Railroad. Opened in 1976, it held claim for some time as the tallest building in the world. To its top, it's 1,815 feet or 185 stories tall. Near the top, there are 3 observation decks, a revolving restaurant and a nightclub. Let's take the elevator up.
Hello, welcome everyone to the CN Tower. This is the tallest building in the world. Hey, just to let you know, we're traveling at 22 kilometers an hour. It's going to take us 58 seconds to get to look out, so it's really quick. Okay, and your ears are going to pop, like in airplanes. Yeah, that's because we're going up 346 meters. So it's the same as 1,136 feet. So that's how high we're going. Does anyone have any questions today?
The view from up here is truly breathtaking. About 2 million people a year make this visit. Let's enjoy the view. One of the features of the tower is the glass floor on the observation deck. I'm not afraid of heights. Just in my Let's Visit show, I've climbed 7 volcanoes and piloted a plane over a glacier. But walking across a glass floor and looking down through my shoes 1,122 feet below was very unnerving. As you can see, the visitors really enjoyed this feature of the tower. Hockey is a major Canadian sport. The Toronto Maple Leafs play at Maple Leaf Gardens. And also the Hockey Hall of Fame is in Toronto. When the city of Toronto put a subway line down Bloor Street, the neighbors didn't want a modern subway station ruining the pristine look of their 19th century neighborhood. So the inventive city fathers bought one of the houses, put the station in the cellar. One could say that the people who live there have the largest ever set of electric trains in their basement. Toronto's pride and joy is their massive sky dome. Sculptor Michael Snow has produced a very whimsical interpretation of Toronto sport fans to put on the facade of the stadium. Once inside, I could only marvel at the size of the place and the wonderful engineering it took to complete it. Both the Toronto Blue Jays and the city's football team, the Argonauts, play in this state-of-the-art stadium. It also boasts of a hotel and several restaurants which overlook the playing field.
You're now actually sitting in some of the nicest seats here in the house. These are our Sky Club seats. And of course the name Club sounds pretty exclusive. You see, if you want to sit here, you've got to be a season ticket holder, which means that you're going to have to buy your seat for each of the 81 home games in the baseball series. So it is a little bit more of a commitment than any of our other seats, but if you do get the chance to look down, those seats are plastic. These seats are not. So you do pay for comfort. You also do get to have cup holders on these seats as well. And another perk of this section is that you get to use 3 lounges. One over there at first base, one over on the other end of the building at third base, and one that we're going to be walking past. It was just opened this year on this level, and it's right behind home plate. So please enjoy your comfy seats while you can, because I've got a lot more to say, and have a look up. This roof right here is, of course, one of our great features at the stadium. This is the world's first fully retractable roof on a stadium. When the roof is completely open, 100% of the field will be exposed to sunlight, as will 91% of the seats. It's meters tall, or 282 feet tall, which means that there's enough room here to fit a 31-story office building inside Skydome comfortably.
They use 2 sets of 1¼ inch thick AstroTurf to cover the floor of the stadium. One set attaches with zippers and the other with Velcro. It takes 152 rolls of 15-foot wide turf to prepare the playing field, and it takes about 12 hours to convert from a baseball to a football field. The pitcher's mound is hydraulic. As water is added or drained from a holding tank, the mound rises or lowers automatically as needed. Quite unique.
And we could fit about 8 jumbo jets on the field without their wings even touching 8 Boeing 747 airplanes, as well as the entire Coliseum in Rome. So it actually is quite large. Right in front of what would be the visiting team bullpen, where all the visiting team pitchers would be practicing their pitching arm before being called up to the plate. Across from us over there, beside the Pizza and Honda signs, are actually the home team. So this is where we are on the field. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.
For our last destination today, let's join the Topsfield Fair people as they attend the Royal Agricultural Fair. This is a huge event and draws presenters and viewers from all over Canada and the United States. Since it was Remembrance Day in Canada, we all bought poppies.
Now I don't feel so
Push the bunny in there.
I don't feel so foreign anymore. I want to donate.
The arena is huge, and the judging of the animals is taken very seriously. There's a lot for the fairgoers to see and do, no matter what their age.
Keep your fingers out, James.
Is this Toronto's finest?
One of the many men and women that serve the citizens of this beautiful city. Okay?
Hey, Nick Taylor, is that what you want to do?
My personal favorite thing at the fair was the dog relay races. I have never seen dogs and their owners have so much fun together. You can tell that the dogs are really enjoying this. Let's watch.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, number 4. Back to the 5 yellow side, let's go. That's it, come on.